Hello everybody, how you guys doing? Welcome in. Chipper Phoenix, first in here. My draw, Morathnin, Mr. Lord on YouTube. Welcome in, guys. We are going to get started here. My crazy wide angle camera. We have Storm Eagle all ready to go, and I have plans for you, Mr. Storm Eagle, and we also have our other various things here, weapons and such. How are you guys doing today? Happy Wednesday. It's been incredibly busy for me, so get going here. We are going to start, I think, with just some white, maybe. Yeah, let's get some weapon casings and stuff. The Storm Eagle itself, it's coming along really nice. Yeah, I'm enjoying it, having fun with it. Something I want to do is paint some of the parts on this Mini with like white, but so nice. But necessary expense coming out. Oh, that's too bad, Morathnin. Yeah. A lot of that going around. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, I want to paint some white on the Storm Eagle, but I want to do a different. I want to try a marble effect, since we got some like big flat areas, and I think that might be fun. One problem is I don't own like every technique I see with doing a marble effect, which I want to try, is using like wet wipes, like dried out wet wipes. But I don't have any, so shame on me, right? So we're gonna try some other colors, regardless of marble patterns or not. I think I'm gonna wash this Mini before I do the white on the proper Mini. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna wash it before I do that. So we can do the wash today. We can probably start on, if we get to highlights, we can start on some other highlights today and some other things before I get to the white. So it's not that big a deal to wait a bit, but I am going to get my bright neutral gray out, and we're going to paint some of these weapons here. Some different items on the weapons that need painted. 40k app update. Yep, 40k app updated today. I haven't even looked or downloaded it or anything. Micron list went down by 80 points. That's good news. I like to hear that. I heard Gene Stealer calls like everything went up for them, which is pretty funny. Yeah, Frankie Fingers, welcome in. See you there. Any idea on how to find people to play test a war game? You just gotta post places. You gotta find public areas and ask around, go to a local game store, put some postings up. You gotta do things like that. Find discords, local discords, if you want to be local people. Those kinds of things. But I have never run a playtest for a game, so I don't know. Not quite sure the process. I just imagine you need to talk to a lot of people that are like-minded and finding those communities. No. Oh, you know what I don't have? Not you. Let's get this. Oh, close out. Close out of you. Over. You, right? Hold on. Get it here. We'll get it. There we go. All right. Turn cameras up. Oh, day's been crazy. What are you guys up to? Anybody hobbying today? Getting some painting in or anything? What camera? So down here in the bottom right is the print camera. It's my 3D printer that's going right now. So if you get bored with watching paint dry, you can watch a 3D print go. What's up, Blue? How you doing? Think about making a wacky fantasy battle game where starting off different weapon types with different advantages, the primary concept. Interesting, yeah. Yeah, I would say find people around you who'd be willing to try it, or see if you can run like a day at your local game store. Encourage people to come out. Probably the best way to do it. Any of Night Lords, very nice. I need to slow down, take my time on some things today. I've been rushing too much, so we're not going to worry about hitting any goals on this mini today. Just gonna paint till it's time to stop painting. So, fun news about the painting garden here. My homesteading project. Yes. We have onions that have been growing. We planted them as starters. We transferred them, or transplanted them, which is like not exactly recommended for onions, but we did it anyway. Crazy. What happened when they were transplanted is they were kind of mixed up, and we had two kinds of onions growing, but we weren't sure which onions were which after they were transplanted. So we have green onions, and then there's like white or yellow onions or something, just some kind of more normal onion. And so I got some good advice from Big Papa SC on Sunday, where he said just dig up the dirt around them and look at them. Just like kind of move the dirt and take a look and see what kind of onion it is. So we have one onion that's giant, like out of the ground, sticking up like super high. It's crazy. So we Crash the work test. Ah, that's fair, Blue. Yeah. So we checked it, figured out it was a green onion, this giant onion we have, and it was past time to harvest, so we picked it out. So we have this giant green onion, and we're like, what are we going to use it for? It is massive. But on top of that, we have bell peppers that are starting as like the flowers bloom, and then they die, and then it's like little peppers that come up from them and start growing. So we have the first couple of those and a lot of flowers coming up, which is really good. So it's possibly a lot of peppers. We have... we were looking for a zucchini because we're growing zucchini. We're like, yeah, we got some. Okay, well, we got like little tiny ones starting. And then I looked down like toward the bottom. We're like digging through all the crazy like leaves and everything. And at the bottom, there's a zucchini, just a giant zucchini like there already. Which is awesome. We have cucumbers that are starting to go, and like, yeah, just green beans. We probably have so many green beans right now, but our green bean, like, basically bushes at this point. Hard to navigate in there and look. It's painting this afternoon, nice. Love it, love it. It's kind of like advances, but can affect subsequent weapon attacks, adding damage taken. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense for a game. Especially if it's going to be like a skirmish type game. Night Trap, you want like a lot of granularity with the rules, right? Insane. Once grew 3 plants a while ago, and all we ate every meal for a few months was zucchini based. Yeah, it's going to be us. That is literally... I love zucchini though, so... Yeah, we already eat zucchini like once a week. Yeah, we're gonna... Yeah, Painting Sun says he doesn't like zucchini, but he's so excited to grow it, but he's gonna end up eating it. That's just gonna be reality. Cutting medallions, bread and fry. Yeah, I normally grill them. I toss them with a bit of olive oil and just like salt, pepper, and if you're feeling spicy, a little red pepper flake. And I'll toss them on the grill. And the key with that, which sounds a little counterintuitive, but the key to that is you cut them thick, like thick medallions. And that way they like roast on the outside and get like that char, but they don't turn all mushy. Oh, cut them in half lengthwise? Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. I don't know why I've never done that. It's big enough, just cut it right away. They get too big and like it dead. Okay, Frankie. All right, we'll keep that in mind. Thank you. Thank you for the advice. We're new to this, so my wife grows a lot of houseplants, but we're new to the whole vegetable thing. So I might go out there and check this afternoon and see if we got zucchini ready then. Almost be like steaks. Yeah, that sounds really good, actually. Yeah. Copper carbon fiber mat for your grill. They work like a dream. No, I don't have those. No, I have like a metal basket, basically, that I can put things in, like veggies and stuff, but otherwise I'm just straight on the grill grates. The games with 5 or 10 models, take group models and make them into battle group, function more like a GW unit. That's cool. Yeah, yeah. Interesting. These zucchini plants did you plant? We planted 3. And that's a ton. It's 3 zucchini plants. And they're massive. Yeah, Frankie Finger just like, we had 3, we're eating zucchini every month. Yeah. Fats are awesome, especially for vegan friends. Fake burger doesn't hold up as well. Yeah, the flat. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah. Just to hold things together. We do we eat like a vegan meal every probably once a week, once or twice a week. But I don't get like fake vegan meats and stuff, like the faux meats or anything. So at most like we'll do either just like, you know, vegetable and grain heavy or and try to get protein for that or like tofu, which I have been experimenting with the past couple months because I had never messed with tofu before, so but yeah, it's a really good idea if you're cooking for someone vegan on the grill. Keep things separate, if nothing else. Might as well can some. Zucchini relish is amazing. Yeah, yeah, okay, okay. Now, I've never canned anything before, so that would be, another set of skills here. I don't know, maybe, yeah, zucchini every meal and some zucchini bread on top of that. Stay silver. Next. Simple. Yeah, yeah. Just to separate. Keep that in mind, though. We don't have any, like, friends or family that are vegan, so it's not usually something we have to consider. Loyalist, your thousand sons? You telling me I should do that, Doc? My thousand sons always wanted to be loyalist. The Imperium didn't want them. No, we don't joke in this stream. Don't try to go down that road. That's a slippery slope. All right, joking. Come on. Oh, 1 second, guys. Okay, all right, back. Yeah, Magnus did try hard to be loyal. That's the crazy thing. White. His nose weapon here. Remember how much of this piece sticks out, but we're gonna make sure we got some things covered here. Yeah, morning, Jaded. Guys, we're doing Patreon Hangout tonight, so hope you guys can make it. I think I might do just a tiny bit of a test, just to see if the Patreon stream can work. I was assured that Patreon has their own stream RTMP or whatever link, and you just put it in your OBS and then it works, but nothing is ever that simple. So yeah, but we're gonna be hanging out, and then first tabletop game stream, guys, in the War Room on Friday is a Patreon exclusive stream. But then next week we should be starting up with regular streams for everybody. I'm excited. I'm really excited. The Situation Room? No, I don't like that. Definitely don't like that one. Like the implications for that anymore. Okay. It's white. I think some other parts I paint white. I don't know. What do I need to spend on Patreon? I could. Just trying to save a lot of money because I'm unemployed. That's fair. Yeah. Young to fund a stranger with money. That's fair. Yeah, that's understand. Yeah, we got going next week though. Don't worry. Next week we're gonna be streaming games. What's going on, Zen? How you doing? Okay, now I want to be careful and not do this. I don't want to overdo it here. I think some white, some black. I think, let's see. Just looking at this mini and trying to figure out exactly what to paint what. Do we start with white kind of on the little inner parts of these wings here? There's kind of these divided pieces. I want black around this kind of missile cage thing. Missiles. No, it's this week. No. Zen, you're jumping in halfway through the conversation, I think. We're doing our Patreon only stream. Patreon exclusive stream on Friday. Yeah, first one's bound to be rough anyway. Yeah, so Friday is gonna be very much I'm asking Patreon to kind of help me calibrate things. So we're going to be testing and making sure the audio is set up properly and the camera looks good and the angles are fine, all that kind of stuff, while playing a small game of Warhammer. I think that's the idea this Friday. But they do get to be, kind of the first ones to see the tabletop game stream. And if the Patreon stream works out, I may do an occasional Patreon only stream, just kind of as a bonus. This Friday I'm gonna play Horus Heresy. It's Zendral and I are gonna play some 30k. And the next one, I don't know. I haven't set that up yet. I'm still trying to work on scheduling things with lots of different people, and um, yeah. My ultimate goal would be to have things scheduled like a month in advance, so I know what I'm doing, and you guys can know what's going on, and I'm not kind of getting anybody last minute. But I think I have to kind of build up to that. Past bedtime is the stream name. Same stream TPD will paint a mini under a blanket with the flashlight. That's pretty hilarious, actually. That's the Patreon only stream. Yeah, already like just the little bit of white looks really good. This mini. Red light stream. Yeah, that sounds pretty miserable, actually. The red light stream that you did. We like couldn't tell what was what. Yeah, it could be fun. A couple of people I've invited to stream with me only play 40k. So I assume I'll be playing 40k at some point in the future, but I don't have any set plans to play 40k, and I'm not like crazy about 11th at this point, so I'm sure it'll happen eventually. And who knows, maybe I'll like it. Yeah, like risque minis, yeah. Maybe. Paint a risque mini. In red light. Maybe that's the way to go. So I think next will be cut's a little shallow on this, so I gotta be careful. Yes, Slaneshi army. Yeah, the red light stream is a Slaneshi army. With this red that I'm using, I can actually touch it up when I make mistakes. We'll eventually go through and touch up the red. guard, so this point's not affected. Oh, okay. Oh, cool. Good for death guard. Staying the same. And all that might change, you know, in a month or whatever, so. I already see people freaking out about their points costs. And, like, there's literally an article about this yesterday? Or Monday? Like, it's the old submarine movies? Yeah. I think it's so he couldn't see well. Like, the idea was to make everything look kind of like the same color. And then paint a mini and see how it looks afterward. Line on this. Very faint. Out yet? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's just how people are. That's the internet for you. Bit of white on here. I think I have another good spot for some white. Down by the landing gear. Or the Legends stuff. Legends probably won't be out for a little while. Right? I have no idea. I haven't got the app yet. I have no idea. Disney update, vocal minority, yeah, yep. Bit of white there. And I think what I want to do is after I wash this mini and start my highlights and stuff, There is, let's see, these, I don't even know what you call them, the aerials or whatever, the way you turn the aircraft here, those little things. I want to paint these white, but they're going to be, I want to do like a marble effect on them. So just go play Heresy then? Yeah. Flaps? Are they called flaps? I can't remember what they're called. I used to know aircraft parts. Only Space Marine flyers of Thunderhawk. All others are imitations. What's up, Slade? How you doing? Yeah. I like my Storm Eagle. Let me have the Storm Eagle, okay? Alright, as far as white goes, let's just do a second coat and we'll stop there. Okay, so let's go back through with our other parts here. Let's do a quick second coat. Nephilim disagrees. Man, I don't care for a lot of the Dark Angels flyers though. They have the big ugly like land speeder that has like 5 dudes in it, right? And there's like the guy that sits in the front with like a turret or whatever, like the craziest looking machines. Rob your thank you for not. Thank you, Slade, for not robbing me of my fun. I like on the Heresy books they talk about Thunderhawks, and because a lot of them ride Stormbirds. Those are like the big popular transports, which are bigger than Thunderhawks. But was it 1,000 Suns maybe when they talk about Thunderhawks and they're like, you know, oh yeah, we get a shipment of these new Thunderhawks, and they're like, yeah, they're just the budget version of the Stormbird. Like they'll never live up to the Stormbird's reputation. Because they are like the cheap knockoff. F1 is nice though. Shit, more or less like an actual aircraft, not like a brick. Yeah. Bronze and black are 2 colors we'll still need in as base colors. Light bronze will go around that coil, that second coil behind where I'm painting right now on these las cannons. Oh man, so anybody interested in the soccer saga here, my son's soccer team. I was talking about this yesterday a bit, but he had his like playoff game, his first playoff game. And you know, we were talking about the kid who's like just a terrible goalie and says he's the best goalie and he's literally the worst goalie on our team, but he always plays goalie. Well, before the game, I think it was our coach's husband was was like working with the kid, like teaching him how to be goalie. And he was out there for like 10 minutes, before the game started, helping this kid like learn what to do as a goalie and everything. And which was really nice. And the game started, and so this goalie of ours, who is terrible, he stopped, I kid you not, he stopped more goals intentionally this game than he has the entire season combined. Yeah, literally. And I mean, it was like 4 goals that he stopped, but still, he stopped more goals this season, or this one game, than he did any other time. So the game, regular time, the game ended as a tie. And well, so my wife and I were like, well, he was like, he's stopping stuff, and we're like, is this what 10 minutes of coaching does for this kid? Like, our coach has had an entire season to coach this kid, and her husband just like comes out in the field for 10 minutes and shows him what to do, and he's just like, he's not a great goalie, but he still is like, he actually is moving toward the ball and picking the ball up and like, doing basic goalie things. So you heard you talking about. Good. If he did, that caused him to do better than good. But the game ended in a tie. Well, with the playoff game, you can't have it end in a tie, so they do overtime. They do 5 minutes, like 2 5-minute halves for overtime. Neither team scored a goal. It was 1-1. Neither team scored a goal in those, so it goes to a shootout, like free kicks, where each team gets a goalie, and then they pick 5 kickers, and then you alternate trying to, each of those 5 kickers gets one chance, like one kick to score a goal, and whoever scores the most, like, wins the game. And we're like, oh great. Like, now 1-on-1 with our goalie, and the other team's goalie was like solid. Like, the other goalies that have been in this league have been really good. So first 2 like kicks, both teams make it in, so it's like 2-2. The third kick, they have a someone who kicks it in, and they miss the goal, and so they're down by 1, and we made it. We made that goal, which is crazy. Like, the fact that we were actually ahead there. The fourth kick, our kid made it, and their kid got blocked by our goalie. He actually stopped a ball. That was by kicking it, but still, like, he stopped the ball. And then at that point, like, we won the game, because our goalie stopped 1 goal at the end and like did a not terrible job, which is wild. Like, yeah, our team won. Oh man. And I gotta be honest, this season, I've talked about this season, my whole thing was like, I knew his coach was bad. His coach is really bad, and she's done nothing, and my son has hated it, whatever. And I told him, like, this is about you doing your best and you improving. And my son has beasted it. He has been incredible, like, just running up to these big kids and just like messing with them as a defender the whole season. He actually, the last like 4 games, he actually was in 100% of the game time, because he's like one of the players that's really good at their job, so he stays in the whole time. So, proud dad moment. But I had signed off any wins. I was like, whatever. I don't care if they win. I don't care if they lose. Normally, I'm a bit more competitive, but I was just like, okay, it's fine. Like, my son is doing great, and he's trying his best, and we're gonna sit with that. Well, this league has a particular rule for parents sitting on the sidelines, that you are not allowed to help your kids. You're not allowed to help the kids on the field. So, you can shout encouragement and, things like that, but you're not supposed to be like, oh, go right, you know, okay, shoot it when you get here, like, do, like, you can't yell, like, specific instructions, right? So, who's there to enforce the rules? Nobody. There was a dad next to us from the other team that was getting on my nerves so bad. He was screaming at the top of his lungs the whole game, yelling at all of their own team's kids, and, like, telling them exactly what to do. And just, like, micromanaging from our side of the field. And it was really bothering me. And then he was getting mad. They call offsides in this league, and I'm not terribly familiar with the rules of soccer. But what I know is this league, they call offsides if an offensive player is between the defenders and the goal, right? And then if he touches a ball. If he touches the ball when he's already there, like the ball's not past him or he doesn't have possession of the ball, they call offsides. Parents from the other team were getting really mad because we would have a kid he's really good, but he's constantly offsides. Like, he will sit there and he'll get the ball and they'll call offsides on him. But when he just sits there, the parents are yelling at the ref to call offsides on him, even though he hadn't touched the ball. And I'm just, like, thinking, like, he, you know, just because he's going there, I don't think is offsides. It's the fact that he has to touch the ball for it to be called. I don't know. I'm not super familiar with, like, adult soccer rules or whatever. But anyway, parents are getting really annoying. There was that one dad who was just screaming at the top of his lungs the whole time and, like, about to burst a blood vessel in his head or whatever. So by the time the half came around, it was a tie, and I was like, man, of all the games this season, I want our team to win. This is the one. Like, just because I want to shut up that dad who is being super obnoxious and not following, you know, our rules, right? Like, cheer your kids on and have a good time, and let's not, like, just micromanage. Like, if you wanted to micromanage, you had your opportunity to be a coach. Said no, which is fine. But so we won, and after that shootout kind of started, he got real quiet, and then I didn't hear him after that point. So good stuff. Being a parent with youth sports is weird. Because, you know, I want my son to succeed at, like, everything. I want his team to always do good and stuff. But then it's like, where's the line you draw with that, right? And, like, I am typically pretty loud at my son's athletic events. But I think this has been, that guy was beyond crazy. He did Little League. Yep. Like, I get it, you know, you want your kids to win, and a good time. If your kid's gonna learn something, the best time to learn something is, like, when they're doing it, right? Like, in a game. But if you're gonna do that, like, be a coach and don't, like, break the league rules. Or, like, at least be just, like, encouraging with what you're yelling. I could tell his daughter was getting frustrated because he just kept yelling at her. So anyway, fun times. It was funny. My son's team won. And their goalie with just the minimal amount of actual instruction, like, did a competent job. Canadian Wildflowers were leaving New York. More clouds than a vaping convention. I can't believe my kid is the only one that can handle a little weather. That's that's so funny. Kids like breathing in active like pollutants. Like, oh, you can't handle a little weather. Yeah, I just imagine this guy. I don't know this particular dad's story, but I imagine he drove off in his lifted F-350. Yeah, that he needed a stepladder to climb into, and yelled at his daughter the whole way home. So. Poor kid. Okay, we got a second coat on the white here. Yeah, no son of mine. That's what half the practices and a quarter of the games that season. Yeah. The son didn't want to be there. It was probably choking on the pollutants. So they didn't want to be there. Yeah, no son of mine's ever gonna like the color purple. Right. Yeah, you know, and like I said, I have been known to get pretty loud, and I did not think I was going, because I'm very much an introvert, and I do not like get loud in public. But when my son plays sports, like I get very excitable. So I get it. I do. I haven't been super vocal this season just because I didn't think his team was doing anything, and I give plenty of encouragement to the painting son before and after his games and stuff, so. Thin coat, coal black here. Question is, what color should I paint all the missiles? There's a bunch for this dude. Do a glaze with metallics? I don't want to do a glaze on the missiles because there's a bunch of them, but... What do you mean, like painted a metallic and then like glaze another color over it? Is that what you're talking about? That is doable if that's what you're talking about. Color purple. Camera pans to fulcrum, yeah. Oh, what color underneath the metallic? Interesting, okay. I don't know if I've ever done that before. But essentially, you're saying like a color-tinted metallic. Let's rinse and get the other side. Second coat. Ironwood effect with the wood striations visible. Still metallic and shiny. Whoa, okay. Huh. Like they're metallic missiles, but they were made to look wooden. I like the idea of metallic. I don't know if I'm capable of quite doing talking about. Sounds difficult. Red is gorgeous. Yeah, so the red now, normally, Thossi, is that how do you pronounce your name? That's a really interesting username there. Welcome in, by the way. So typically, the recipe that Mydrol just posted, that command, would be appropriate, but it's changed. And this is my first model with my new red recipe, and it is way simpler. So it's essentially it's lies. Yep, it's all lies. Yeah. Thiazi. Okay, Thiazi. Dang. Alright, yep. Cool, what a cool name. Alright. So what I started using now, I just prime the mini, and then I use this really cool, let me show you. This color here. The Vallejo True Metallic Metal. And if you buy the set, it comes with the base paint. It comes with an airbrush version of the base paint, which is this one. Sorry, it's hard to... My camera's really zoomed out right now. It comes with a highlight color that I won't use because it's too pink for me. But it comes with a light color. And then it also comes with this really gorgeous wash here that's like a deep, like warm purple. It's a really nice wash. I probably won't use this on this mini either, just because I'm washing a lot of colors at one time, and we're going to do all those with the black. But it's the Vallejo True Metallic Metal Red. This is the base color right here, which is fairly pink, just like an undertone of pink with the metallic. But what I do, I painted that, and then I paint a thin layer of, and again, sorry, it's hard to read. This is the Citadel Air and Grand Clear Red. And that brings out the kind of orangish, like warm tones in this paint. And makes it look really close to my older color schemes. This is actually the third iteration of red I've been into with this army, but I also have over 16,000 points of painted Thousand Suns for my Horus Heresy army. So I've painted a lot of minis, and I'm trying to find simpler ways. And instead of just using pure clear paints and that are either toxic or reactivate, or I have to put layers and layers of varnish just to make it paintable, this true metallic red is a one coat with an airbrush, or one coat with paint, maybe two coats if you're going really thin. Really? Just stream disconnecting? Can you guys hear me? Is that happened yesterday? I don't know why that happened yesterday, but it happened yesterday. Yeah, thanks. Sorry. Stupid internet. Yeah, this is my first mini I'm painting with this this new red. And these are for Thousand Suns, so these aren't Blood Angels. But you painting 40k Blood Angels or 30k Blood Angels? $40k, nice. Are you excited for the Armageddon box? I mean, that's got to be a special point of pride. Taking down the Ultramarines for the first time in 3 editions or whatever. 7th was the last time it wasn't Ultramarines in the box, so... I know they're not. I know they're all generic minis, but still, it's the box art that counts, right? Okay, let's get our second coat. It's black here. These just getting in the way, aren't they? Yeah, we got quite a few Blood Angels fans in here. I am starting, so for general public, next week, starting live battle reports. And I will eventually be playing 40k. I'm sure it'll be 11th edition. And my oldest brother, who I want to join me on stream, I think you guys would love him. He's crazy, but he's Blood Angels player, so. Honestly, glad to not see the Smurfs in the box this time. Yeah, Space Marines and Poster Boys, so many legions, yeah, chapters and everything. There's no reason not to spread the love. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they'll ever put an upgrade sprue for the faction in the starter box, but yeah, I mean, it was Dark Angels for 2 editions. And before that, it was Ultramarines for 2 editions. And it was, what, Black Templars before that, and then Blood Angels before that, so... Yeah, we got super friendly Discord. About 500 people that chill. Very friendly community. Please share some pictures of your minis if you got some painted, or yeah, any of that. It was Crimson Fists, wasn't it? Yeah, that's right. It was the furthest thing from a toxic jerk. Bring that up. Just the toxic jerk that answers questions really quick that people have. Okay. Yeah, okay, so we got some basics, and I like the details on this mini right now. It's not too much. Obviously, you know, we're gonna wash, we're gonna highlight, we're gonna add lots of transfers and do things like that, but it's like how awful you smell and exactly where your outfit is terrible. Jeez, dude, jeez. Didn't go for Armageddon box, just went the chaplain and captain. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. I didn't get an Armageddon box either, but I haven't played 40k in quite some time, so. I basically used all of my hobby and work budget and donations from people to create this tabletop game room setup. Where everything's gone at this point. Does it look distinguished? Oh my gosh. My grandma. I love my grandma. She's a crazy woman, though. She's married and divorced 8 times. Yeah, 8. Which is insane when you think of, like, the 50s and 60s. Like, who does that, right? But, she would see me, even as, like a preteen, she would see me in her comments, what she would say to me. Yeah, 8 times. Oh my gosh. Yeah. She would see me and she'd be like, wow, she's like, you're so husky. It's what she would say to me. Like, I was a chubby kid. I guess I was husky, you know. I wasn't like morbidly obese or anything, but she would call me husky. So, you know, she would take us, like, we'd go to, like, the store to go, like, clothes shopping and be like, yeah, find something, where's the husky size or whatever is what she would say. Yeah. Yeah, so I know yeah, she was, dude. She's crazy old, like, farm lady. Is she Black Widow? Yeah. So she was married and divorced 8 times. Okay. I knew 3 of her husbands. One was my actual grandpa, right? Who I believe she married and divorced twice. Just him. But he was cool. I used to spend a lot of time with him, and he introduced me to Godzilla movies. And he had a couple on VHS, and we'd watch them. And then I would actually go to the library before I would go hang out at his house, and I would rent a bunch of Godzilla movies and we'd watch them. And we went to the movie theater. He took me to the movie theater, and we saw Godzilla 2000 when that came out, because it was in some movie theaters. So we actually saw that in theaters, which was cool. So, which was not the 1998 Godzilla. It was a Toho Godzilla movie. It's much better than 1998 Godzilla. But he also had a PlayStation, and you know, as being an old man, almost like World War II vet age, like, playing a PlayStation, I always thought was like the coolest thing. He had a crazy save on Spyro the Dragon that he would let me play, which was always nice of him. So, yeah, she basically, yeah, no, I'm just an innocent grandma, yeah. So, all right, Aussie, have a good one. The Aussie, that's what it is. Have a good one. Thanks for the lurk. So, another husband of hers was a man I consider my grandpa, who has passed away a few years ago. And I think she was married to him the longest, maybe. But he was the nicest guy. And he lived in a little town, or that he was from. And he was a World War II veteran. He fought at the Battle of the Bulge as an Army Ranger, as a radio man, and then he joined Patton's 3rd Armored Division in a Sherman tank for the rest of the war, as they, like, you know, went into Germany and, like, you know, relieved the forces of the Battle of the Bulge. He was in a tank the rest of the war, did all the jobs, and ended up as a tank commander in his own Sherman. And at one point, destroyed a German tank. he went over to the tank and he took the tank commander's medals. He like stripped all the medals because the officer had a bunch of medals on him, and he kept them in a shadow box. Like the guy had like an iron cross and everything, and he had that guy's medals. He was the most soft-spoken, kind person you could ever meet. And he worked in a hardware store down the street from where I lived as a kid. And he was just working part-time just to have something to do. And my brothers and I would ride our bikes over to the hardware store and like help him work for the day just so we could hang out with him and everything. Yeah. He was he was a really cool guy. He passed away a few years ago, and was that last year? It was 2 years ago. He had been passed away for a few years, but I actually met, it was really random, I met this woman at like a graduation party. It turns out she's the mayor of this small town, and it's where my grandpa lived and grew up. And I mentioned to her, I was like, well, my grandpa grew up in this town, and and he was like from this town. And she's like, oh, what was his name? And I told her. Sorry guys, my internet's freaking out still. My bad. Can you guys hear me? But anyway, she said they did a Memorial Day celebration, kind of like they do like a parade and like an honoring, and so they honor one veteran from the town every year. And the summer before he passed away, he was the one that they like honored in their town. And so they had he laid a wreath at some graves, and like they did a big thing about him and everything. She showed me pictures, and I kid you not, she showed me pictures, just like a graduation party. I was like tearing up, and she was like telling me stuff about him. She grew up down the street she was his next door neighbor growing up. She was a kid, he was an adult, and she grew up with his kids and everything, which is crazy. But anyway, I digress. Nicest guy you'll ever meet. He was great. Definitely my grandpa, even though not by blood. So that was one of the guys my grandma married. I have no idea where she divorced him. I don't know. She probably took all of his money or something and divorced him. No idea. Another man my grandma married, weirdly enough, was my grandpa. But not the same man. This is my dad's mom, and she married my mom's dad after my mom's mom passed away. Which is probably a weird Ohio thing. I don't know, but yeah. So, and then she ended up divorcing him, of course. Approaching Alabama territory, yeah, it is. Yep, my parents were step siblings for a brief time. Yeah. Grandma's crazy. Didn't take any nonsense, that's for sure. Okay, these rockets, all these different missiles that I have, need to color. Do I go like yellows? I'm like hesitant to do blue or green. I don't want to do green. I could alternate colors on them. The simplest color here is just black, but I don't know if I necessarily want to do black missile colors. Seems too simple. Or maybe I do different colored missiles for different things. There are 3 different types of missile, and there's this one. These are like whirlwind missiles, basically, like the artillery. Then there's the underwing missiles that will be magnetized in there, but that's these ones. These are basically hunter-killer missiles. And then there's this one. This is like a whirlwind, or not a whirlwind. This is like a what do you call the ones that term? Like the crack missiles, but like the dual crack missile launcher, or whatever. I thought I robbed. It was in the late 80s. Just took for drug money. I just bed beat him with a bat and then stole 100 or 2 in valuables. He broke off the bedpost, drove his tractor to his daughter's house, and had her call the police. Holy cow. Yeah. That's wild. Yeah, that's insane. Hey, Sector X, how you doing? Yeah, maybe we do some different colors here. I'll do black on the Hell Strikes. Good? Full YouTube video. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Should be a pretty regular thing, so it'll be good. I'm excited. I'm really excited to start playing some games on stream. Hope it works out well. Yeah, the Cyclone. Yep, Cyclone missile launcher. That's what's on the front of them. Yep. Thank you. Okay, getting the 30K. Oh, sweet. What are you looking at for 30K, Sectrix? And I don't know if you guys are familiar with Sectrix, but he is an incredible mini painter. He just has like the prettiest like kind of heavy metal style painting miniatures. Like you could see this dude painting for GW and he would have some of the best looking minis they put out. Large Custodes army that fits both. Oh, sweet. You're much younger than I imagined. No, I'm a grouchy old man, yeah. Got good genetics. I'm in my mid-30s. I'm not... I feel old sometimes, but... I gotta be honest with you guys. Half my reason I have been going to the gym so hard this past year and a half is for the reason if I ever show myself in public to people who know me as the painting dad, that I don't look like a slob. So, and you know what? I know nobody would judge me, but I'm going to take that motivation as I can get it, so... Yep. Yeah, I did do the face reveal, guys. It's official. There is a face reveal out there. Maybe I'll do these whirlwind missiles in yellow. How about that? Why don't we do some yellow here? We'll start with yellow ochre and then we'll do a lighter color. Yeah, Custodes are really good in 30K. And now they have their own codex and everything, like they feel a lot more complete. And I can probably guess that you'll see another wave of Custodes minis for 30k before the end of the year. So, um, typically, what GW has done with these factions they've put into 30k is they do like an initial introduction and they do another big wave. And then you might sit on that for a year and a half or 2 years, but that's plenty of time to collect everything, right? Oh, you're building up your Armageddon. Got it early. Let's see how it is. Paint Valdor. Oh yeah. Have you assembled him yet? How was the process on Valdor? I've assembled quite a few Primarchs, and I think my fair share of Forge World infantry. And I have generally been happy with what I've seen from Forge World's actual resin minis. I know the vehicles are rough because you're dealing with large resin panels and stuff, but yeah. Forge World gets memed on for being resin and having poor quality control, but I haven't had issues. Oh, he's still in the box. Okay. The Sprues and Armageddon are phenomenal compared to anything you've ever done. Ooh, okay. Okay. Maybe it's a new era for GW. You're not the first person to say that either. Yeah. It was, Zombie Bunny was in yesterday talking about how nice the minis were and how good they were to assemble and everything, so... That's really good to hear if they put good thought into the set. I mean, I hope it all sells well. You know, that's the name of the game. Now, what color do I do these missiles? What do I do? Do I do them like turquoise? Is turquoise an appropriate color? They show you a picture of the... Oh, no way! They actually highlight the part on the sprue? What? Yeah, that alone is a phenomenal change. Yeah, hopefully it's a, you know, we're going to start with dark gray blue, and we'll go up to turquoise on those. Yeah, well, hopefully it's a more permanent change. I do like the minis in the set. It's like a solid set. I'm just, if I were more into 40k at this point, I would have, you know, been getting my set, but I'm just not the cards for me right now. Speeder. What does it have for a flying base? They put on acrylic rods. Okay. I don't think I have played a mini game where people haven't complained about the flying bases and flying minis. I don't think there's a good way to do it. Flip it over here. Sorry, you're just looking at the belly of the beast here. I need this, like, proper angle here. Flip it over and let's do this. I do really like the new Custodes minis. I think they're fantastic. I almost got a bunch. Okay, so we're gonna go blue turquoise. Got these colors. Got all that. Those have their colors on them. Hey, Mama Lion, how you doing? How's your summer been? Shadow Keepers, Black Armor's a lot of work. Yeah, they look like a lot of work. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try a little bit with just straight black wash, or maybe dilute it a little bit. I need to be careful because I could use this whole bottle on this mini, but we are gonna start washing. Yeah, we'll see how far we get with this wash. Like I said, today I'm not in the mood to like hurry up on the mini. I'm just kind of seeing where I get for the day. Take a big nasty brush here. Let's get a bigger, nastier brush. Bigger, not so nasty brush. Doing well. Busy all the time? Yeah. You know, it's summer and my family's home and like we have days to chill, but man, I feel busier now. The reason is I'm sleeping in a little bit and I'm still trying to do all the things before I get to stream. So it means I'm just rushing on things. I think this needs thinned a little bit. Yeah, washes are thick as they are. Ready to not be pregnant? Yeah. When do you do? This soon? I cannot imagine. So. Oh, September. Not soon enough then. Right? Okay. We're gonna take some flow improver. Just a little bit. I'm like 3 parts, 1 part. Just to make this a little more mobile, a little less viscous. That's better. Well, congratulations, Mama Lion. And I hope that everything goes smoothly Um, yeah, you know, it's all worth it. So, center midwife, nervous, never done anything like this before. Okay, okay, yeah. Well, good. It's exciting though. Oh, I'm not ready to put wash on the big boy yet. So nervous. Okay. I think what I'll do, I'm going to start with the landing gear first, so I can set this mini down and hopefully stuff is a little more dry, but then we... Okay. Got the landing gear, just need to wait a few minutes to put this down, and we'll just... we'll do like one like section at a time. So if we do a wing here. Streak your block. So try to... we'll see. already need more wash. Yeah, I did this with the Bell Blade, which was the previous large mini painted, which was, I think I made my own wash using float a little better. We could do with what we got. Just as we need to. I've had this song stuck in my head recently. I don't know if you guys remember this. Remember this song? Early 2000s or maybe mid 2000s song. And I had thought about the music video. It was a crazy music video for the song, and I couldn't think of the song. And finally, the other morning, it just like popped into my head. I was like, "Oh yeah, that's it." And so I've listened to that song like 5 or 6 times since then. But the song is by a band called Stereogram, and the song is called Walkie Talkie Man. Anybody remember that song? If you're not familiar, I definitely recommend looking up the music. It's like a 17-year-old video on YouTube or something crazy, but I recommend looking it up because the music video is really cool. It's really low definition. It's an old video, but apparently it's a band from New Zealand, and they're no longer performing or anything, but. How to hold this thing. Song is like a whole vibe though. I don't know what to do here. Can't do a whole lot, so we're gonna go ahead and wash missile launchers. We gotta wait for more stuff to dry before we can pick this model up and move it. The workers here chainsawing trees and wood chipping. Oh, dang. That's too bad. Properly grinding this mini up. It's good. top of auto shop noises. Jeez. Okay, so basically the wings, bottom, and see the clear difference. Pre-wash and post-wash there. Currently printing ints right now for Lord of the Rings. What's happening? My printer is screaming at me. I have a Mars 5 Ultra. It wants me to replace the FEP film. Here we go. Let's see. I found someone asking. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, so it has a setting when you replace the FEP, which is like the plastic bottom of the vat there, where it says that you can print 60,000 layers on the FEP, and then it tells you to replace it. So now before every print, it's telling me you need to replace it, and I just tell it, okay, but I'm gonna print, and then I start my print. Actually started last night was when I hit my first 60,000. I was trying to look up, like, do I really need to replace after 60,000? Like, is it just going to start dissolving on me or something? But no, I don't think it is. I think it'll be good for a while longer. So maybe in a month or two, I'll grab a new PEP and do all that. Let's see. Okay, yeah, not bad. Is that handleable? Yeah, it's okay. We can some more wash down. Moving. Doing like a 1 drop of glow improver for every 3 drops of wash. Hey, Raja. How you doing? Oh, you're King's Island? Sweet. How's it going? Seems like a beautiful day. A really good week to be at a park. Nice. Tenatorant? What's going on? How you doing? Thanks for joining. Yeah, we're just putting some wash on this mini. Hope I pronounced your name right. I don't mean to offend if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Welcome in, though. Yeah, I just chill and paint. It's pretty cool that my name popped up and you chose to say hi. Thank you for that. It's middle beam too. Just washing / starting to rhyme down this big Storm Eagle is what this mini is called. Space Marine jet for the Horus Heresy. Top wing section. What kind of hobbies you into aside from painting? Are you getting into Warhammer, or is there a different game you play, or do you just not play games and you just like to paint? Can grab front of this mini at this point. Trying to work in sections on this mini. Run out of wash and I'll have in the middle of a particular section. let's do this. Like the worst part about painting big minis is trying to find a reasonable angle to paint everything, especially when you're doing it on camera. Extra nerve-wracking. Let's put some more paint down. Might be our last bit. Flying around. There's an air show happening near me this weekend. So I bet tomorrow we're gonna probably hear a lot of planes and jets flying around and practicing, and then Friday during the game stream I open a window, we'll probably hear stuff flying right overhead sometimes. Pretty fun. getting a wash on here. Tomorrow. That'll be good. All right, and then to get the bottom, this mini here. Actually, I need more wash. There wasn't all the wash I needed. Okay. What's really bad, I just thought about this, is that this mini may have been a really good candidate for an oil wash. But that's what it is. I think that's about it for the wash on this mini. It's darkened up. It's not too bad looking. Chicken wings and salad for lunch? Sounds amazing. Hey, Cody, what's going on? Yeah, so, fun thing. You guys know my wife has a lot of food allergies and stuff, and she's been doing some, different things, with, like, dietitians and stuff to try to see if she can, like, fix her, like, food sensitivities and everything. And so, been getting ready to introduce new foods slowly and try some things that she has previously had lots of issues with, and one of those foods is chicken. And she said chicken is the first food she wants to try to reintroduce, and we're going to do that next week. So hopefully, and she wants chicken wings, so we're going to try chicken wings as a first try of chicken in a couple years for her. See if it works. So it's a big step. That's not a fun adventure. Yeah, the process feels like jumping in the deep. No, because there's a lot of other things that she has issues with, but like it's a lot of foods. So, she basically just gets to pick, what do you want to try first, and it was chicken, and so she wanted chicken wings. So I'm gonna grill some chicken wings. Keep them simple, but yeah, the process of her like basically rebuilding her entire like gut biome is what that is. Hasn't been too bad. It's a long process, but it hasn't been like horrible or anything for her, and she's been feeling really good. So it's really encouraging that like she feels as good as she does compared to like the past few years or whatever. So it's funny. We spent years for going to doctors and gastroenterologists and all these different doctors, and a lot of the times they're just like, well, it's your normal, or here's some medication to help your indigestion or whatever. But it was never like trying to find the root cause. She finally found a doctor that was like, oh yeah, this is what's wrong with you, and this is how we fix it. She's like, what? Like all this time? And she's like, yeah. She's like, not many people understand like what this is. So it's kind of a treat. Yeah. Right, yeah, we're excited too. And there's a chance none of it works or whatever, but there's also like next steps we can take if it's not working. But yeah, he's particularly excited to eat chicken and eggs. But it's a long list. Keep trying stuff and see. Yep, she's saying the chicken came first. Yep, that's right. Yeah. Right, Frankie. Yeah, it's true. Okay, but even like from a simplicity standpoint, if she's able to eat chicken, you know how much that expands like our like our evening dinner plans. Like, yeah. We eat so much pork. There's lots of some things on here. Let's see if I can. A couple of things going. Maybe no, I can't. I can't mess with that wash on there. But I think what needs to happen is put a little bit more yellow on this, and then I think we call the stream there for the day. And we come back tomorrow ready for highlights, and maybe I'll just spend 3 hours highlighting the red. Sounds cool with you? The red, I don't know, maybe tonight I'll get started on some things. Yellow missiles are cool. Yeah, I've got some white to highlight. I had to figure out my marble situation here. Try to get some cool marble stuff going. See if I can do that. If not, it is what it is, but we'll try to make it work. But yeah, I think I'm going to call the stream there. We are doing Patreon Hangout tonight, so if you're a Patreon member, come join us in Discord. We got that special channel. You just have to link your Discord to your Patreon account. Come chill this. Normally between like 8:30 and 9 is when I jump on. Probably painting, testing some things. We'll see. But yeah, you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful afternoon, evening. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody.